Seabet – lošimo automatai, lažybos, ruletė. Seabet.
Nesaikingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.
Yeah, it was a fun series against a good team, trying to guard Riley and Hands and, Frankie, and then with, their bigs rolling so hard and playing tough, so physical. It was a good series for us, but I think this series we kind of grew up a lot. A lot of stuff we talked about over the season we got better at, and I'm just liking how, we're all trusting each other and sticking together in these moments.
Thank you. Marcus, where you grew up as a team, in which parts?
I think defensively, I think the game could have got bad for us early on. We were timid a little bit. I know me, I was a little anxious and I was going way too hard, way too fast and creating turnovers. And there's times they could have took off with the league and we got enough stops to keep the game close. And, I know for me personally, second half, I kind of just calmed down and let my team do what they do. I didn't try to force anything. I let the game come to me. And then people on the team just made big plays. All year we talk about how we're a good team. And I think tonight we showed how good of a team we are.
You made the top 16 in the last game. Don't you think you should have done this job earlier?
I mean, you always want to close the series out as early as we can. I think we definitely had a chance to win it when we went to Greece, but, it happens that way. That team's tough. I think we underestimated them a little bit coming in with new players. It was a different lineup than what we were used to the first game, but at the end of the day, we just wanted to get the job done and move on to the top 16.
Riley was killing you in the first half. How you stopped him in the second?
I mean, I don't think we really stopped him, but we made it a lot harder for him, and I think we wore him down a little bit in the second half, made him take a lot of tough shots, and, he's a great player. Watching his game and seeing how he played, watching him on film, I can tell how good of a player he is. I think we stuck to the game plan, and the shots he were making were the shots we wanted him to take, and, he's a great player.
You mentioned about your, mindset before the game, and could you just go through what was the mindset before the game for you and how it changed during the game, as you mentioned, just to get us through that?
Yeah, my mindset coming to the game, I wanted to set the tone early, and I think that kind of hurt the team a little bit. I was forcing it. I wasn't just letting the game come to me. I was taking tough shots and, driving too deep. That was a game plan to try to make me take tough shots, collapse on me, and, I had way too many turnovers in the first half, and in the locker room, I was just sitting there thinking I just have to settle down and just play. I think my team was doing a good job enough where I didn't need to have the balls too much in my hand and just space the floor and do what I do. And which in the second half, it led me to having a big second half.
Now you're qualified for the top 16. This means that you're staying till the end of the season?
I like I always say, man, I love being here and, this is where I want to be. So I've made one step forward and I want to be here for the rest of the season. I want to see this thing through. So, yeah, you can say I'll be here for the rest of the year.
Okay. What can Rytas do in Champions League? How far can you go, guys?
I think with the group we're in, I think we have a chance to qualify for the top 8, honestly. But I think for us, it's just all on us. Like we've done. You've seen us all season. We have good games, we have decent games, and we have bad games. So now it's time, like I said, to grow up. And every night, let's have a good game and make teams beat us. If they're going to beat us when we're at our best, then they can have it. But every night we have to show up and do these little things we've been talking about.
Talking about the fans, what can you say about this atmosphere?
It's amazing. I always talked about the fans and how they're one of the reasons why I came here. And it's every game, every big game, every, medium-sized game, whatever it is, they're here and they show up. And, just knowing today, coming into the game, I knew I was going to have no problem with the crowd because I knew they were going to come and they were going to show up and be loud. And, with their fans traveling too, I know that was going to make it even more fun for them and, show them how loud they can get.
Did their fans beat the Pabaigos fans by loudness?
Oh, for sure. I kind of heard them a little bit in the warm-up, but it kind of faded once the game got going.
Okay. Another final is waiting on Saturday against Nepamirškite. Is it easier to go against them knowing that your season in Europe continues?
I mean, I don't think so. It's not easy going against a team like that when we struggled with them a little bit in the season. So I think for us, it's just using what we had this game and building on it. I feel if we do what we did tonight, play tough, make guys take tough shots, then, we'll do what we need to do to advance in KMT.
Rytas is a roller coaster team this season. Can you jumpstart from this win and find that much needed stability? Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping with this win. This gives us a little more comfort, knowing that we have more games to play. Not just LKL. So, like I said today, it's just all about growing up. It's that time to now. We talk about it. We have to be about it.
Seabet, lošimo automatai, lažybos, ruletė. Seabet.
Nesaikingas lošimas gali sukelti priklausomybę.